This is Rob Stokey with Rob Stokey Golf. Today we want to look at the winner's circle, our Northern Trust Open winner this past weekend, James Hahn. I can't say enough good things about James' golf swing. It's really impressive. I was fortunate enough to have some time yesterday to watch him win in the playoff and really like his ball striking, like his putting stroke, everything. But today we're going to look at his golf swing, see if there's some things that you can learn from his golf swing that maybe you can incorporate into your own game. First off, in his setup, it's just a really beautiful, balanced, and athletic setup. I've drawn a box on the right side here from the inside of his feet to the top of his head. You can see how his body is completely inside that, so he's inside his feet on the setup. Over here, very balanced, very athletic. One thing that you can see, his arms are hanging straight down from his shoulder. They're not reaching out. Nice balanced posture here. When James takes the club back, a couple things that you'll notice, he's really improved. If you look at some swings from James a few years ago, he really used to pull the club much more inside. The club head went behind his hands, and now you can see how that club head is really outside his hands. One of the keys that I see from great players, if I could get all my students to do this, it's one of my big fundamentals. The shaft is right between his forearms, right where it started. You can see here the shaft is between his forearms on the right side. It's staying between his forearms, and his hands are right in front of his sternum. Those two things, if you can keep those two things in place, you're going to be in good shape with your ball striking. Your hands start right in front of your sternum, and the shaft stays or starts right between your forearms. So if we can keep those two things, if you can keep that shaft between your forearms and keep the hands in front of your sternum, you're going to be in good shape. Now, like I said, James used to pull this club head back inside. He got a little flatter than he is right here, so that's some good improvement. When he gets to the top of his swing, you can see really nice pivot here. His shoulders have turned a long way. His hips have turned, but they've stayed inside his feet. They've had a nice turn here. His hips have not. There's no sliding. Hands are slightly above the ear here, and really good positioning there. As he starts down, this is kind of the golden part of his golf swing. As he starts down, he bumps a little bit. He pushes pressure into that left side, really pushing into that left heel there. Now, once again, his hands are right in front of the sternum, and the shaft is right between his forearms. This is going to give him a lot of energy and a lot of control coming into that golf ball. So you can see how the pressure pushes to the front foot. The arms release the golf club. I love this through here. Just really a full release. He really stores up a lot of energy right here and then really lets it go. He's not pushing the handle of the club through there. He's not trying to maintain any lag. He's really allowing the pressure from his feet to push up through his hip. You can see him pushing upwards right here. Lets that club head release. Great full release. Even as he comes through here, shaft is still between his forearms. Hands are still in front of his sternum. And one of the things that I also really like about James' swing is how this right foot follows along with his hips. It's not pushing up. His knee isn't going out towards his toes. Nice angle right here. It's pushed into the arch of the foot. And followed the hips. He hasn't shoved that right knee and hip out towards the target line. So he really lets the energy go there. Comes up, amazingly balanced finish, great rhythm. So the things that I would take from his golf swing, if I were looking for some things I could learn, one, start with that balanced, athletic posture right at setup. He stays between his feet. Good turn, keeping the club head outside his hands on the takeaway, shaft between his forearms and the hands in front of his sternum, and then really pushing that pressure into that front side, then pushing upwards, allowing the backside to follow. Smooth, nice natural release. Great motion. We're going to see a lot of this guy in the future. He's got adequate power, he's got great control, and just a beautiful overall golf swing.